economy. Okay, students, when we say economy, yesterday, while concluding the class, we had discussed a little bit. I make fresh beginning today. Economy, when we say, it is different from the term country. So we must not confuse when we say Indian economy and when we say India, we must not confuse that the both are synonyms of each other. No, they are not synonyms of each other. Actually, look, this is looking bigger, but this Indian economy is part of India. When we talk of India, it refers to geographical aspect of India, political aspect of India, social aspect of India, cultural aspect of India, economic aspect of India, all India in totality. But when we talk of this economy, we refer to economic aspect of India. So when we say economy, economy refers to all economic activities being performed within a country. Systematically, definition, yesterday, previous class we had discussed, but again I'm writing for you, means all economic activities being performed in a country. Yesterday we used within a structured framework. Here I am talking of the country for simplicity. All economic activities being performed in a country are collectively referred as an economy. So when we talk of economy, we mean all economic activities performed in a country. For India, when we talk of India, so in India, all economic activities performed in India, class 9 and 10, you have discussed about different sectors of India. You have discussed about primary sector. You have discussed about primary sector. You have discussed about secondary sector, and you have discussed about tertiary sector. Okay, so you have discussed that all primary economic activities performed together, they are referred as primary sector. All secondary activities performed together are referred as secondary sector, and all tertiary activities performed together, they are referred as tertiary sector. So in our country, economic activities take place. All economic activities which take place in India, they are classified into primary economic activity, secondary economic activity, and tertiary economic activity. Okay, all economic activities being performed in our country are classified into primary economic activity, secondary economic activity, and tertiary economic activity. And all these economic activities are referred as Indian economy. All economic activities are being performed, this primary sector, secondary and tertiary sector, they are collectively referred as an Indian economy. So you got, when you talk of economy, you refer to economic activities being performed in an economy, nothing else. Okay, you don't refer to political system of the country, you don't refer to cultural system of the country, you don't refer to social system of the country. You are concerned with economic activities being performed in the country. And who said that economics is concerned with economic activities only? Anyone can reply?
Sir Marshall.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for reminding me. Marshall says that only economic activities are a subject matter of economics. Now, children, another question arises when this economy is there. When this economy is there, we have to classify this economy. We have to classify this economy. Otherwise, there are number of segmentations, number of classifications of economy are there. But broadly, an economy is classified. Number one, on the basis of ownership of economic resources and control of economic activities. One classification is on the basis of ownership of economic resources, on the basis of ownership of economic resources and control of economic activities. मतलब जो country में economic activities हम कैसे perform करेंगे? How will we perform economic activity? We will perform economic activity with the help of economic resources. So, on the basis of ownership of economic resources, उसका स्वामित्व किसके पास होगा? And control of economic activities. Okay, this economy is classified. And second is, as I said, there are a number of classifications, but broadly, and second is on the basis of engagement of country in international trade. Okay. So first basis on the basis of ownership of economic resources and control of economic activities. And second basis is on the basis of engagement of country in international trade. Okay. So here on this basis, economy is classified into three heads. Number one is socialist economy. Number two is capitalist economy. And number three is mixed economy. So what we see? Socialist economy, capitalist economy, and mixed economy. Socialist economy, capitalist economy, and mixed economy. In class 10, you may have discussed about this. Okay. Okay. And on the basis of engagement of country in international trade, there is two classification. One is open economy, and another is closed economy. One is open economy and another is closed economy. Swapnil, why are you late today? Swapnil, can you hear me? Swapnil, come in. Swapnil, where you are late? Are you hearing me, Swapnil? Okay, perhaps some audio problem is there with Swapnil. Okay, so open economy and closed economy. On the basis of what? Engagement of country in international trade. The country which is engaged in international trade, that is referred as open economy, means export and import take place. And the country which is not engaged in international trade, that is referred as closed economy. And you know, one term is there. One term is there. Autarky. A-U-T-A-R-K-Y. Autarky. Autarky is the term situation. It refers a country which is not engaged in international trade at all. जिसका कि इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड से कोई संबंध नहीं है, कहीं दूर दूर तक कोई लगाव नहीं है, कंप्लीटली क्लोज इकोनॉमी, दैट इज ऑटार्की. तो ये ज्यादा पॉपुलर नहीं है. एंड फॉर अस वी हैव टू डिस्कस दिस पार्ट. We have discussed this part. This part is not right now we are not concerned with. Okay, so we have discussed socialist economy, capitalist economy, and mixed economy. So one by one we discuss socialist economy, capitalist economy, and mixed economy. Okay, so one is socialist economy. So, you all know, socialist economy refers to the economic system in which economic resources are owned by government. It refers to economic system in which economic resources are owned by government and economic activities are controlled by government. Okay, if you write here, refers to the economic system in which economic resources are owned and economic activities are controlled by state or government. Economic activities are controlled by state or government, and resources are owned by state and or government. Okay. Now, as state controls economic activities, as state owns economic resources, that's why this economy is also known as controlled economy. Because state controls everything, controlled economy. Because when state controls and decides everything, so there remains a central planning authority. In our country, earlier there was this Planning Commission of India, which has become Niti Aayog now. Okay, you will discuss about that in your economics, Indian economics portion in class 12. So the Planning Commission was there, now Niti Aayog there. They plan. Finance Commission is there. They plan what to do. So, and it is at central level. So this economy is also known as centrally planned economy. It is also referred as centrally planned economy. Okay, so socialist economy is known as controlled economy, it is known as centrally planned economy. Now, what are the features of this economy? Naturally, ownership is a state, so profit motive is not the main feature of this economy. So, question may come that what are features? So, first feature of socialist economy is state ownership of economic resources, state ownership of economic resources. Number two, state control of economic activities. Number three, all decisions by central planning all decisions by central planning authority. And now most important is primary objective is to maximize social welfare. Primary objective is to maximize social welfare. When you go to study economics at a higher level, earlier it was the part of syllabus of class 12, but not now. You will come to know one name, Dalton. One name very famous is Mr. Dalton. His name is very prominent in the field of public finance. Okay, means public finance means how to use the resources of a state, how a state should use the money which it has collected through tax. Okay, so Dalton very prominent. Here I am associating with this objective. He gave a principle. His principle is very well known. Principle of maximum social advantage. Principle of maximum social advantage. It is given by Dalton and very important theory. This theory shows that how government can maximize welfare of public through its expenditure. Okay, so these are the objectives of socialist economy for government. Okay, naturally, if these are the objectives, if a state is controlling everything, now what will happen? What will be advantages? If these are the features and socialist economy is there, then what advantages will be there to public? Who will say? कौन बोलेगा? शुभम सिंह, शुभम, हर्ष कपूर, राज आर्यन, आर्यन आर्या, स्वप्निल. Who will say? कोई भी सोचो दिमाग में कि एडवांटेज क्या हो सकता है. दिमाग में आ रही है बात? अगर हम बात करें, if we talk of advantages of socialist economy, so what things will come in our mind? बोलिए, कोई नहीं बोलेगा. No one will speak. Harsh, can you speak? Harsh बोलो. सब चुपचाप हो गया है. हाँ बोलो बोलो, ठीक है, वेरी गुड बोलो.
मैक्सिमम सोशल वेलफेयर.
वेरी गुड. और देखो बोलोगे अपने आप सब बोलने लगोगे एकदम. बिल्कुल डोंट बी शाय, एकदम बोलो. यहाँ कोई भाग बैठा हुआ है कि गलत बोलेगा खा लेगा. और यू आर नॉट फेसिंग बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन, बस बाप ने गलत बोल दिए तो नंबर कट गया. बोलना सीखो, जरूरी है बोलना. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस.
मैनेजमेंट ऑफ रिसोर्सेज.
वेरी गुड. और कोई? गुड, वेरी गुड. और देखो, राइट नाउ दैट इज कोविड पेंडेमिक. अभी कोरोना का अत्याचार चल रहा है. आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ 2 पर्सन्स. 2 आदमी को कोरोना हुआ. एक इसको भी कोरोना हुआ, इसको भी कोरोना हुआ, और इसको भी कोरोना हुआ, दोनों कोरोना हुआ और दोनों कोरोना से ठीक होके आ गया घर वापस। ओके, लेकिन ये जो घर आया तो इसके चेहरे पे एक बहुत बड़ी मुस्कान है, और ये जो घर आया इसका मुंह लटका हुआ है। ऐसा क्यों भाई, ऐसा क्यों है? ये बेचारा एकदम ये खुश है, चलो मैं तो आ गया ठीक हो गया, ये भी उतना ही ठीक हो गया है, लेकिन ये मुंह लटका हुआ उदास बैठा हुआ बेचारा है। क्यों? दोनों 15 दिन 15 डेज ये भी भर्ती रहा हॉस्पिटल में, और 15 डेज ये भी भर्ती रहा हॉस्पिटल में, लेकिन ये खुद से ही नाराज है, दुखी है। नाराज क्या रहेगा, दुखी है। क्यों? इसलिए कि he was admitted in AIMS. He was admitted in AIMS or Institute of Medical Sciences, and he was admitted. I'm not writing the name of any private hospital. इनका 15 दिन में टोटल खर्चा था, his expense on in 15 days was ₹35, 35 रुपया, जो शायद 135 या 35 रुपया जो रजिस्ट्रेशन में लगा उनको खर्चा बस। और इनका 15 दिन में खर्चा हो गया 10 लाख रुपया। इसका 10 लाख रुपया खर्चा हुआ, इसका 35 रुपया खर्चा हुआ। अब तो कारण मालूम पड़ गया ना क्यों दुखी है वो, why he is sad and he is happy. तो दिस इज द डिफरेंस। ये गवर्नमेंट के सिस्टम में गया, ओके, एंड ही इंट्रोड्यूस्ड द प्राइवेट सिस्टम, एंड आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग hypothetically, this is real fact. I am talking on the basis of my empirical evidence, on the basis of experience I am talking of, what I have seen. Okay, so one of the biggest advantage of a socialist economy is that equality of income distribution takes place. Here, equality of income distribution. Equality of income distribution takes place. ये एक एडवांटेज सोशलिस्ट इकोनॉमी का है। अभी look, pandemic is situation is there everywhere, everything is shattered, everything. But you know one thing, as per report of government and international agencies, asset of Ambani increased, asset of Adani increased. How it can be? Once you say that economy is going in depression, economic activities are at lowest level, but at the same time, asset of 2-3% increasing very fast. This is ridiculous because inequality is there. Here, equality of income distribution is there. This is one of the advantage of socialist economy. Now, another is social welfare. Social welfare. Private sector is not concerned with social welfare. They are not least bothered in social welfare. Their primary concern is भाई पैसा आ रहा है कि नहीं, पैसा आ रहा है तो well and good, money is not coming, nothing. Okay, so another advantage is of this socialist economy is social welfare. Social welfare can be enforced. It is one of the advantage of socialist economy. तो पहला हमने क्या देखा, equality of income distribution. Second, what we have seen social welfare. Okay. Third is rational use of natural and other economic resources. Private sector, they are not concerned with at all that how resources are being used. They are concerned with how they can get maximum profit. Like if you go to Dhanbad and Jharia area of Jharkhand, which is known for coal, many areas of that these places are dangerous. Continuous smoke comes out from that area, and that area has become hollow, and sinkhole has become a common feature of this area. Why so? As per government norms, if someone is digging under, engaged in underground mining, so when they take out coal from there, whatever natural resources, in case of Jharia and Dhanbad, coal is there. When they take out coal from the underground mines, they have to fill that mines hollow area with sand. That is a provision. But what private companies do, they take out coal from the underground mines. Who is going to see there? No one is going to see there. Okay, so they don't fill that area, hollow area with sand. Ultimately, what happens? Because blank area is there, so gas is formed there, and it results into sometimes uh, leaking of the gases from there. Fire is there, and sinkhole is created everywhere. So natural resources are used in reckless manner by private sector. But government, when government is engaged, government thinks that whether to be, if they are using natural resources, is it good for or not? Okay, so these are certain advantages of socialist economy, but at the same time, some disadvantages are also there of socialist economy. For example, disadvantages when you talk of socialist economy, like corruption is there, corruption at larger scale. Then few people they become dictator. Like you see in Korea, in China, uh, people don't have power to decide. What happens at the central planning level? Some people who are there in central planning authority, they are central planning authority. In fact, so they start dictating over whole country. This is also one of the big demerit of socialist economy. Another thing is in socialist economy, a kind of monotony is developed because only government companies are there. No one can challenge them. In socialist economy, government companies only are there, and no one can challenge these government companies. So if you are not challenged, suppose you are only one in classroom. If you are only one in classroom studying and no competitor, so whether you study properly or not, you will be first always. Okay, so there is a demotivation of study. Okay, that this is what happens in case of government companies. They start doing performance. What happens? No challenger is there, no competition is there, no comparison is there. So they underperform. This is also one of the demerit of this socialist economy and the big problem in socialist economy. Okay, so these are some advantages and disadvantages of socialist economy. Okay, any doubt in socialist economy to anyone? Anyone having any doubt? Please tell me so that we can move to capitalist economy. No problem. Look, in this virtual mode, what happens? Our teaching is unidimensional. Means what I say, you understanding or not, I don't know. If you don't give feedback. In classroom, what happens? You say, yes, sir, I understand. But your face say, I can read your face कि नहीं ये तो बोल रहा है yes sir लेकिन ये समझा नहीं है इसका face और I बोल रहा है कि नहीं समझा है. So teacher can, but in virtual mode, your cooperation is important, very, very important. You keep giving feedback, and that feedback is energy for us. When you give feedback, we feel energetic and we can give more, better in a better way. But you remain idle, silent, and we are continuously speaking. We don't feel that whatever we are speaking, you are getting on. Okay, move to next. Next is capitalist economy. Now next is capitalist economy. Okay, so capitalist economy, it refers to the economic system where economic resources are owned and economic resources are owned and economic activities are controlled by individual or group of individuals. What we say, it refers to the economic system in which economic resources are owned and economic activities are controlled by individual or group of individuals. This is capitalist economy. Okay, primary motive of capitalist economy is to maximize profit. Today we have less time, I think less than 2 minutes are left. So we will summarize here only. Further we will go to next class. We will discuss in next class. Okay, so capitalist economy where it's just contrasting to the socialist economy. Just contrasting to the socialist economy. Okay, their resources were owned by government or state, economic activities were controlled by government, but here resources are owned by private individuals and economic activities are controlled by private individual. Basic difference between socialist and capitalist economy. Okay, children, please come in time, all of you, and thanks for joining the class. This is for today. Next class, we will discuss further. Okay, thank you.